Welcome, everybody. Can we start? Good. So let me start with a question. How much money will be enough for you? 100,000 per year, 200,000, 100,000, or even a million? Most engineers answer this question the same way. They think the solution is a bigger salary, a better title, a better compensation package. And that's exactly where the trap begins. Because many engineers spend their entire career chasing higher salary without realizing that the salary itself is the limitation. Today, I want to talk about the salary trap, a trap that captures some of the smartest people in this world. Okay? That's going to be the topic of today. Because engineering is one of the few professions where skill is rewarded relatively fairly. We get salary, a good salary. Become better, earn more, learn more, earn more, take more responsibility. You earn more. The system works perfectly. And because it works, engineers rarely question it. They simply continue climbing the ladder. Junior engineer, senior engineer, staff engineer, principal engineer, director. And every step comes with a larger paycheck. Everything seems logical. We keep climbing. Everything seems rational until one day you realize you have spent 20 years climbing a ladder that only gets taller. Right? That's exactly the problem. That's exactly the problem with the salary. Because a salary feels safe, it feels predictable, it feels comfortable, it feels reliable. But a salary has one major weakness. It is directly connected to your time. You stop working today, the salary stops. You get sick, the salary stops. You retire, the salary stops. The relationship is simple. No work, no income. You get it? And that creates a ceiling for most engineers because there is only one of you. You cannot work 10 times harder forever. You cannot multiply your hours. You cannot clone yourself. Your income eventually becomes constrained by time itself. That's the bad thing. That's the weakness. And the higher your salary becomes, the more dangerous the trap becomes. At first, a higher salary feels like freedom. Then something strange happens. You upgrade your lifestyle. A bigger house, a better car, a private school for your kid, a luxury vacation, a higher expensive, more obligation. Suddenly, your expensive lifestyle require your expensive salary. Now you cannot live anymore, right? You cannot take risks. You cannot start a business anymore. You cannot pursue opportunities anymore. You have become dependent on the very thing that was supposed to make you free. Your salary was supposed to make you free at the beginning. And this is called the golden handcuff. And many engineers wear them without realizing it. And this is why many engineers spend years believing the next promotion will solve everything. If I become senior engineer, if I become principal engineer, if I become director, if I become VP, then everything will change, right? But the game remains the same. You are still exchanging time for money. The number gets larger, bigger paycheck, bigger house, whatever. The structure stays identical. The cage simply becomes more comfortable. That's your reality. Because a high income creates the appearance of wealth. But income is not wealth. Let's repeat that. Income is not wealth. A person earning 300,000 per year can be financially fragile. A business owner earning less may be building real wealth through asset. One has cash flow, right? The other has ownership. One stop working and income disappear. The other owns system that continue creating value. These are very different situations. Which one do you want to be? And let me tell you what wealthy people understand that most engineers really don't. Wealthy people ask a different question. Instead of asking, how can I earn more? They ask, how can I own more? You see the difference? Ownership changed everything. A software product, a company, investment, intellectual property, real estate, a brand, an audience. These assets continue creating value long after the initial work is completed. This is how wealth scales. You get the difference, you get the idea, you see the direction. Because engineers are logical and salary provide immediate reward, right? The startup might fail, I agree. The investment might fail. It's normal. The business might also fail. The salary arrives every month. That's the safe zone, right? The certainty is attractive. But over time, what happens? Your certainty becomes expensive. The cost of certainty is often missed opportunity because many engineers spend decades minimizing risk while unknowingly maximize limitation. Because a real engineer may earn a lot more money. A wealthy engineer will own an asset. Which is income, wealth is ownership. Which is temporary, wealth can last a generation. Because rich depend on effort, wealth depend on leverage. The distinction matter because many engineers are becoming rich, but very few are becoming wealthy. You see the difference? That's why I'm teaching you today. That is really important for you to get this in mind. Because I'm not telling you to quit your job tomorrow. A salary is not the enemy. A salary is a tool. The mistake is relying on exclusively. Use your salary to buy freedom. Use your salary to acquire assets. Use your salary to create ownership. Use your salary to build things that can eventually exist without you. The goal is not to escape work, right? The goal is to stop depending entirely on work. I hope you understand this clearly. Because the salary trap is dangerous because it does not look like a trap. It looks like success, like progress, like security. And that's why so many intelligent engineers spend their entire career inside it. Because the next raise feel like the answer to your problem. The next promotion feel like the answer to your problem. The next company feel like the answer. But eventually you realize something. The problem was never the amount. The problem was the model. A salary can make you comfortable. A salary can make you successful. But a salary alone rarely makes you free. And freedom, not income, is the ultimate goal. Okay? This is what I want you to get from this lesson. Please, from this class, learn to own something. Try to own something no matter what it is. Okay?